So last time we have discussed this uncoupled problem, right? So in this uncoupled problem, if we see, mostly the trajectories are not a straight line, they are curvy lines, okay? But except this x-axis, the line along the x-axis and the line along the y-axis. Okay, so because the line along the x-axis, only the y is decaying and there isn't any change in x. Okay, and the same goes for the this trajectory as well. But if you see here, this is a special case where a is equal to -1. Okay, at that time all the trajectories are straight line. Okay, so why the trajectories are in straight line? The trajectories are in straight line because the decaying rate, okay, so here in this case it's decaying, so the decaying rate for both x and y is same. By that we mean the e to the whatever the coefficient of t at this point, okay, is same for x as well as for y. Okay, and because of that reason this is being a straight line. Okay, but in general, I mean that's a special case, but in general, if you see here, here we could say like the decaying rate for this and this are same. The only problem is along this direction there is no decay of y value because y the y naught is already 0. Okay, so that's what we have understood from for this uncoupled problem. Now what if the system is coupled? By coupled we mean in that A matrix, what if that off diagonal elements are non-zero? At that time how the phase portrait looks like. Okay, so in order to understand that, we are going to make some consideration. The consideration is that for that coupled system, there exists a set of a set of initial conditions which will have a trajectory which is a straight line. Okay, for example, say this is a that particular straight line and all other lines are not straight line, curvy lines. Okay, so which means so whatever the initial conditions along this straight line will have a trajectory which is a straight line, which can be represented as a straight line in this phase portrait. Okay, what does that mean? It means for that particular x naught and y naught, okay, the decaying rate or growth rate is same, which means the for that particular x naught and y naught, this a or whatever the coefficient of t and whatever the coefficient of t for y naught, both things are going to be same. Okay, so that's what it means. So in short, I could write say x and y as a vector, a column vector. Then I could write for that particular initial condition is equal to e to the power of some that particular constant into t into x naught into y naught, because that e to the power of, let's call that lambda. Okay, e to the power of lambda t is same for both x and y for that particular initial condition, right? So for couple problem, let's assume there exists such an initial condition. Okay, with that consideration we'll see how to proceed to deal with coupled problems. Okay, so now if I have that consideration, okay, so then I could write it like this x of t, which is equal to e to the power of lambda t into v, where v is the initial condition, that special initial condition which has a straight line trajectories. Okay. Now if this is our consideration, then let's use this is the system of equation which we are trying to solve, right? And in this equation, let's try to put this consideration. So if I in the place of x, if I use this, what will I get is e to the power of lambda t a into v. Okay, so since e to the power of lambda t is a scalar, so I could take this at the left side. Okay, and now for x dot, I have to take a time derivative of this one. Okay, and v is initial condition which is a constant. Okay, it's not going to change with respect to time, so I have to differentiate only this term with respect to time, and if I do that, I will get, in the place of x dot, I will get this one. Okay, so now from this equation, this e to the power of lambda t and e to the power of lambda t both are just a scalar value. Okay, and so therefore let's cancel those two things, and once we cancel it, what we will get is this form. Okay, so in this form, if you see, the v represents a particular vector, okay, a set of initial conditions which is being represented as a particular vector in the phase portrait. Okay, and what is lambda? Lambda represents what is the growth rate or decaying rate if that lambda value is negative. Okay, and from this picture we could also see that it's an eigenvalue problem. Okay, so we could calculate this v and lambda by considering this v is the eigenvector of this matrix A, and lambda is the eigenvalue of that corresponding eigenvector. Okay, so that's how we will convert this problem, and we calculate what is the eigenvalue and eigenvector, and we'll understand along the eigenvector we are going to have a straight line as a trajectory line. Okay, and then along that direction, this is going to tell what's going to be the growth rate or the decaying rate. Okay, so in the following lectures we will discuss further how are we going to analyze it. Okay, thank you.